It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Tight end right. Hey. We got 3 down.
From the gun, McBride, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try the left side. Craig. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. From a yard out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Set, 8, read.
No chance. Like 5.
Hey, Alpha.
Are you getting ahead? Like 5.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, McBride. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Bowen. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Matthews, the intended target. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Sam off.
Looking to throw on second down. McBride under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Steps away to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Bowen has got his man. It's Andrews. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right. Hey, we got
now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
70, Indy.
2nd and 5. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Craig. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to the air on 2nd down. McBride. And his throw here is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, McBride. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
He's got it at the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
Back to throw. Bowen. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, and he'll they'll just get rid of this one deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Ready?
On third down, McBride. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Down. 10 too soft.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Two.
On first down, Underwood. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Underwood. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the gun on third down, McBride trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch, and nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That's my boy.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I'm going to hit you all.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 3rd down, McBride. And Adams has it, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McBride. And he goes down, but not before before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Off play action. McBride rolling to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. McBride. It's caught here by Adams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 5. Mike 5. Now watch one, watch one.
Ready, ready.
The final shot before break. McBride. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Five.
Operating from the gun. Bowen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Check go.
To throw on 2nd down. McBride. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Right on.
They'll run on 1st down. Underwood. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Underwood. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 3rd down, McBride. And an alley to run. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. McBride. Hard throw, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, McBride. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 1st down, Bowen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing again, Bowen. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bowen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Ready?
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Hey, exit.
Crunch. Crunch. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, no, look, we got it.
Get it.
2nd and 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Underwood, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Find the mic. Find the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, McBride. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McBride. And he's got his man on the comebacker. The end result, 21 yards.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw.
16 is a loss. We take a win.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Ready.
On 1st down, Underwood. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And 2 stop.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
5.
On 2nd down now, it's Underwood. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Looking to throw. Bowen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Craig. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Craig. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Bowen. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Throwing on first down. McBride looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Underwood. 13 yards, first down Packers. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McBride. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First down, Cowboys.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as